We had an incredible 2019 season in high school football, full of memories and moments that we won't forget. Dusty gives us a look at our top 5 performances of the 2019 season.
It was an unprecedented season for the Hawley Bearcats, reaching the quarterfinals for the first time in school history, led by star running back Colton Marshall. While Marshall won a BCH Sports Game Ball virtually every week and somehow managed to be the Impact Player of the Week twice in one season, he found a way to pull off something even crazier on the ground in Week 5 against Windthorst. Marshall, on only 12 carries, rushed for an insane 516 yards and managed to find the end zone 7 times. Marshall was so dominant on the ground in the performance that he was pulled only 3 plays into the second half. He led the Bearcats to a dominant 73-20 win in a game that could have been a much bigger blowout. For junior running back Noah Garcia, there were multiple breakout performances that caught the eyes of everyone across the big country and the entire state of Texas. It was a Week 6 matchup against a tough Lubbock Coronado team that seemed to be the game that would validate the Cougars' overall season performance to that point. For Garcia, it was just another unbelievable game on the ground. On 30 carries, Garcia rushed for 262 yards and scored 4 touchdowns on the day to help the Cougars stay at the top of the District 2-5A Division I standings after a huge 52-24 win. Defensive players generally don't get the attention they deserve. However, for Cooper's Dylan Davis, it was impossible to ignore his dominance on that side of the ball. In Week 8, the Cooper Cougars were rolling to an undefeated 7-0 record as they went to Amarillo to take on Caprock. Davis made his presence known right out of the gate with a 71-yard interception that he took back to the house. Then, he did it yet again in the second half with a 69-yard pick 6. He would snag a 3rd interception that ultimately helped secure his spot with the Cougars' single-season record, 4 interceptions with 10. Davis led the Cougars to a convincing 51-24 win at Dick Bivens Stadium. Senior running back Reese Rodgers was undoubtedly one of the most underrated players going into the season, playing for an underrated team, the Brownwood Lions. Rodgers blew up in several games this season, but his performance in the bi-district round of the playoffs against Fort Worth Castleberry was hard to beat. Rodgers rushed 13 times for 142 yards and found the end zone 4 times. The Lions made quick work of their first-round opponent behind Rodgers' performance as Brownwood defeated Castleberry 61-14. It was a year of the running backs as Hamlin's Javon Williams caps our top performances of the year. Williams did something only Colton Marshall did this season, and he did it in the playoffs, scoring 7 touchdowns in a game against Wheeler, 5 on the ground, 1 a reception, and the other a punt return. He rushed for 196 yards and a 56-22 rout over Wheeler in the regional round of the playoffs. Williams was a massive key to Hamlin's incredible run to the state finals.